Coming up on Good Morning Longhorns, Senator J.D. Vance of Ohio and Minnesota Governor Tim Walz faced off in a televised vice presidential debate last night. All the policies and political punches.
Despite the Texas Longhorns beating Mississippi State in their first SEC game of the season, they moved down in the ranks to number 2. More in sports coming up.
Plus, we sat down for an exclusive interview with the Texas beach volleyball coach, find out what's in store for their first season of eligibility.
Course schedules are out for spring 2025. How to get prepared for registration next.
And finally, we'll tell you everything you need to know before ACL kicks off this weekend. All this and more right here, right now on Good Morning Longhorns. And Good Morning Longhorns for this Wednesday, October 2nd. I'm Logan Dubel.
And I'm Gracie Kirshner. Thanks for joining us this morning.
How are we doing this week? Happy to be here.
We're good. It's midterm, so, stressful, but really, really good. The October weather hopefully will come in soon.
Lots happening on campus. We're not number 1 this week.
No.
We'll get to that, but we still feel like we're number 1, and we're still here with you this morning, so thanks for joining us. Jumping right into it, breaking this morning in the Middle East, tensions have escalated after Iran launched 180 missiles into Israeli airspace. Iran said the attack was in response to Israel's killing of the leader of Hezbollah, an Iranian-backed Lebanese militia group.
Iran's attack came shortly after Israel launched a ground invasion of Lebanon. Roughly 2 weeks after Israeli airstrikes and pager explosions left over 1,000 people dead. The escalations have led to global fears that a broader conflict in the region could be imminent. And the United States has increased its troop presence in the Middle East.
And back here at home, all eyes were glued to the vice presidential debate last night as Senator J.D. Vance and Governor Tim Walz squared off for their first and only debate.
The debate remained largely policy-based, and the candidates cordially shook hands before getting to the issues. Those topics included immigration, gun violence, reproductive rights, and of course, their fellow running mates. Lots to break down here on all of this.
And joining us here live in the studio this morning is our Justin Dowd. He's helping us break down all of last night's biggest moments, and there was a lot happening, Justin, so tell us what we need to know.
Yeah, the debate kicked off with a question about the candidates' stances on a preemptive strike against Iran, which neither candidate answered, instead deflecting to arguments over the Iran nuclear deal. When pressed on immigration, Walz touted the proposed border bill that ultimately failed after condemnation from Trump, and Vance attacked Harris's record on the border. On the economy, Vance highlighted what he called an economic boom under Trump, while Walz pointed to Harris's proposed economic initiatives like a tax break for small businesses. Asked about reproductive rights, Walz highlighted personal stories and defended the need to codify Roe, while Vance acknowledged his party's, quote, need to do better, end quote. Possibly the most heated moment came when asked about democracy and the 2020 election. Take a look at some of the night's biggest moments.
He is still saying he didn't lose the election. I would just ask that. Did he lose the 2020 election?
Tim, I'm focused on the future. Did Kamala Harris censor Americans from speaking their mind in the wake of the 2020 COVID situation?
That is a damning non-answer.
Margaret, I think it's important because
we're going to turn out of the economy. Thank
Margaret,
you.
The rules were that you guys weren't going to fact check, and since you're fact checking me, I think it's important to say what's actually going on. I want us as a Republican Party to be pro-family in the fullest sense of the word.
We are pro-freedoms for women to make their choices.
The candidates were largely civil throughout, even saying they agreed on subjects, though those often turned to attacks. The focus for attacks and praise was on the presidential candidates themselves, which 34 days out from the presidential election is to be expected. Logan, Gracie?
All right, thank you, Justin. We appreciate the breakdown. Lots happening last night.
Lots happened, but I was honestly really impressed by how cordial they were. Like, that's what a presidential debate is supposed to look like.
Yeah, and they shook hands at the beginning. You saw, I think we have the clip where the wives of both candidates come up afterwards. They all, embrace, talk a little bit, whereas before in the presidential debate, you'll remember, obviously, that Vice President Harris walked right up to the former president and said, I'm Kamala Harris, introduced herself, and he definitely didn't seem like there was intention to shake hands there. So definitely a very different view than what we saw in the presidential debate. It'll be interesting to see maybe if we get a second presidential debate, since the Republican side of things seems to be pretty happy with J.D. Vance's performance last night.
They were both very well spoken, but I'm intrigued to see within the next 60 days if we'll see another debate.
Definitely. Don't have too much time left, so definitely make sure you are registered to vote and on that. Well, speaking of voting, back here in Austin, candidates running to Austin's next mayor seat will meet at City Hall tomorrow for a forum hosted by the League of Women Voters. The forum is set to begin at 6:30 and comes a little over a week after the candidates' last conversation, which was heavily focused on policy. The event is being held in coordination with the City of Austin Ethics Commission.
University Democrats welcomed some big names in the Democratic Party to the Hogg Memorial Auditorium yesterday. Senator Bernie Sanders, Beto O'Rourke, and Representatives Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, Greg Cesar, and Lloyd Doggett spoke at the Our Fight, Our Future rally. A volunteer from Cesar's office said over 1,000 students attended. TSTV News spoke with a couple of those students after the rally, and one said she liked how Sanders took time to talk about policy.
I enjoyed how it wasn't just a campaign rally for them, but Bernie hit on a lot of really impressive, important progressive talking points, like the corporate minimum tax that needs to be raised, the housing crisis, addiction that's happening all across our country. He didn't make any points of division, but he really used this rally as a rallying cry for students to be aware and focus on what's plaguing our country right now.
And UT has started demolition of the Steve Hicks School of Social Work despite calls from preservation groups to save the historic building. As we told you back here in the spring, this structure, built in 1933, was originally an integrated junior high school. It later paved the way for desegregation in Texas public schools. The university says it plans to build a new football training facility on the site. Classes in the School of Social Work moved to Walter Webb Hall at the start of the school year and will permanently be housed in the McCombs School of Business location by 2028.
The course schedule for spring 2025 is available now. Registration will take place from November 4th to November 15th.
And be sure to make an appointment with an advisor while times are still available, because as you know, they begin to fill up. And check your RIS sheet through your My UT page to see your exact registration date and time.
And it's a big day for Moody students. Later today, the college will host its Career Expo at the Shirley Bird Perry Ballroom in the Union. Students are encouraged to print out resumes. Companies such as KXAM, Spectrum News, Austin Film Festival, Dell Technologies, and many more will be there to discuss opportunities and network with students. The fair is open to all students.
And definitely make sure to get there today if you can. Alrighty, well, as you know, it is a busy few weeks with the 23rd ACL Music Festival getting underway this weekend. There will be several road closures and traffic disruptions for you to look out for. Roads surrounding Zilker Park, including Stratford Drive, Barton Springs Road, AZ Morton Road, the northbound Mopac Access Road, and more will be closed from 10 a.m. to midnight during both weekends.
For concert goers, there will be multiple transportation options. ACL will provide a shuttle service from Republic Square Park to Barton Springs West entrance. Alternatively, Cap Metro's Route 803 will ride to the intersection of South Lamar Boulevard and Barton Springs Road. For those using rideshare, pickup and drop-up points will be located under the Mopac Expressway pedestrian bridge. For more information, you can refer to the festival guide in the @ACL Festival Instagram bio.
And we have much more, as we mentioned, coming up about ACL Fest and everything you need to know, from the star-studded lineup to what to wear and how to stay safe. We've got you covered, so stay with us on.
But before we head to break, leave your distractions at the door, literally. A speakeasy in Austin is switching things up and enforcing a phone-free night. Powder Room, an elevated cocktail bar on West 5th Street, opened in April of this year. This hidden gem is tucked behind the back door entrance of Manny's Sandwich Shop. Guests can expect tableside cocktail service, snacks, and even live performances. So, Logan, would you go to this place?
I know we've talked about it a little bit. I think there's definitely probably your typical safety concern, maybe, of not having your phone with you. But I don't know. Sometimes when I get too many notifications, I just want to throw my phone out the window. So maybe it's a good thing. Maybe a night out without a phone is a good thing.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Well, after the break, we will check on your forecast for this week. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Welcome back. Last week, Hurricane Helene tore through the Florida Panhandle, causing widespread flooding and damage. Luckily, we weren't affected here in Texas. Joining us on set to give us our weather is Audrey Itz. Good morning, Audrey.
Good morning. These bright and sunny skies will be continuing into the rest of our week. Today, the high will be 94 degrees with a low of 69 degrees. Thursday and Friday will be just as beautiful and hot, with highs of 94 degrees and a low on Thursday of 67 degrees and a low on Friday of 70 degrees. Temperatures will drop a bit as we go into this weekend, which is great news for anyone who will be outside all day at weekend 1 of ACL. Saturday, we will see a few afternoon clouds and a high of 91 degrees and a low of 69 degrees. Sunday will be partly cloudy with a high of 92 degrees and a low of 67 degrees. Don't let this shade distract you though, as every day this week we'll be hitting a peak UV of 8. Make sure you wear your sunscreen and stay hydrated, especially you ACL goers. That's all from the Weather Center. I'm Audrey Itz. Back over to you.
And jumping into sports now, the Longhorns scored their first win in the SEC Saturday, beating Mississippi State 35-13. Arch Manning completed 26 of 31 passes for 324 yards and 2 touchdowns.
Despite winning by 22 points, the game had fans on the edge of their seats, with penalties left and right as well as a low-scoring first half. The Longhorns eventually pulled through, scoring 21 points in the second half. The team now advances to a 5-0 record as they head into a bye week.
But while the Longhorns may have won their game, it was not enough to stay number 1. Texas dropped to 2 in the rankings, falling behind Alabama. The Crimson Tide beat Georgia in a 41-34 nail-biter.
On the bright side, Ewers is planning to return to the field for the Red River rivalry against OU on October 12th.
And speaking of OU, as the Longhorns face off against 19th-ranked Oklahoma in the annual Red River Showdown on October 12th, Texas is looking to stay undefeated and avenge last year's last-minute loss to OU.
Watching the big game at the Cotton Bowl isn't the only thing to do in Dallas next weekend. The Texas State Fair is running until October 20th. Fangoers can expect the usual traditions at Fair Park, including live music, amusement rides, rodeos, and of course, fried food.
We will be looking forward to being there. And politics and America's sport met this weekend as former President Trump attended the Alabama-Georgia game in Tuscaloosa. The game drew in a large audience from, of course, Georgia, which is a swing state. And similarly, the Harris-Walz campaign has flown banners over stadiums and tailgates of colleges in swing states. That includes Michigan, Wisconsin, and Pennsylvania, with sayings such as "Jump around, beat Trump," and Project 2025, end quote.
Football isn't the only UT sport making headlines. Last week, our Coco Kennedy got an exclusive look inside the Texas beach volleyball team with head coach Stein Metzger. Coco has more on the team's goals as they enter their first official season and what it takes to be a Texas student athlete.
Texas beach volleyball is gearing up for an exciting season ahead. From early morning practices to intense off-season training and preparation, the newest Longhorns team is ready for their season.
We're really creating our culture from scratch. Things that are critical to our coaching staff and something that we're trying to implement with our team is cohesiveness, being together, having a common goal. But also we need to be extremely competitive with each other. It's a challenging dichotomy to hold on to come in every day and want to kick your teammates' butt. But then at the end of the day, realize that by being competitive in practice, you make everyone stronger and we can reach our collective goals.
Stein's coaching reputation and style have drawn in some of the best beach players globally. We spoke with Chloe Charles and Presley Wright to hear how Stein has influenced their game.
We love Stein. He is an awesome coach. He creates a really competitive environment. We love playing for him because he's super upbeat and he's just fun to play for.
The rising popularity of the Texas beach volleyball team has inspired a growing number of talented Texan beach players to choose UT as their destination. Driven by a strong sense of pride and the opportunity to represent their home state at the collegiate level, many of these athletes are eager to show the beach community what they're made of.
Texas draws athletes and students. Everyone knows that. We're changing the landscape because there are certain locations that can no longer pull the same athletes out of Texas because Texans want to come here. So it's making it more challenging for other programs to get who they want, and that's exactly where we want to be.
Growing up in Austin, everyone knew of Texas. Like, it was the place to be, so it's just amazing being able to represent here.
Catch Texas Beach Volleyball in action at their home opener at the Whitaker Courts on November 2nd. From Good Morning Longhorns, I'm Coco Kennedy.
Thank you, Coco. After the break, we'll show you events around the city to honor Hispanic Heritage Month and how students are preparing for ACL. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Good Morning Longhorns. The LBJ Library kicked off Hispanic Heritage Month during Austin's Museum Day. TSTV was on site for the festivities, asking what inspired education specialist
Earlier this spring, I received an envelope.
Here's what she had to say.
Earlier this spring, I received an envelope of student essays from Mr. Rader's class down at East Velasco High School, and they had written extensively on the history of Hispanic Heritage Week. And as I was reading through these beautiful essays that he sent to me, I thought, we need to do more.
And the 2024 Austin City Limits Music Festival is shaping up to be an unforgettable experience, featuring an exciting lineup that represents a diverse mix of genres and artists. The lineup for Weekend 1 includes major artists such as Dua Lipa, Vince Staples, Tyler the Creator, Chris Stapleton, and Leon Bridges, and of course Blink 182.
Staying hydrated is important as temperatures will reach a high of 91 degrees. Gates are set to open at noon on Friday and 11 a.m. both Saturday and Sunday. The festival's clear bag policy only allows for small purses, totes, and drawstring bags.
And as we know, many UT students, just like us, will be attending. We asked students on Speedway what they're looking forward to, and here's what they had to tell us.
Yes, I'm going to ACL, and I'm most excited to see Dom Dalla. I just love his music for so long, and I'm so excited.
No, I want to though.
We really want to.
I really might. But I am kind of excited. I love that artists come to our city. And
it's going to be so fun, I know, for all the people that are going. I'm excited for them.
And a lot of those students are probably wondering, will she or won't she? That's referring to rising pop star Chappell Roan. She's been in the hot seat since canceling her performance at the music festival All Things Go last weekend. On Instagram, Roan said, "Things have gotten overwhelming in the past few weeks, and I'm really feeling it." This statement is leaving fans wondering if the singer will also cancel the ACL performance. ACL has had issues, of course, with cancellations from some artists in the past, and recently, just this week, I know Paulina was mentioning to us Dominic Fike was supposed to perform, not happening either. So, Gracie, are you a fan of Chappell, and just what do you think about what's going to happen this weekend?
I am a huge fan of Chappell. I was really excited and am really excited to see her, so hopefully she shows up.
And let's hope. Maybe we'll snag an interview. Probably not, but we'll try.
We'll see.
We'll give it a go.
Rising artist Sarah Kinsley released her debut album Escaper last month and is currently on a headline tour across North America, the UK, and Europe. One of the stops was Antone's nightclub in Austin, and our reporters Lola Rodriguez and Leah Huang stopped by to check out the show. Take a look.
We're here tonight at Antone's for Sarah Kinsley's sold-out show in Austin, Texas for her first album, Escaper.
Before the breakout star hit the stage, we asked fans in the crowd about all things Sarah Kinsley.
How long have y'all been fans of Sarah Kinsley?
I think about a year now. She introduced me to her, yeah.
I've been a fan since high school, so it's kind of been like 5 years.
Ooh, probably a couple years now. Honestly, I can't really remember how long, but I've really loved her stuff, and this new album has been so good.
Who discovered Sarah Kinsley first, you or your mom?
It was me. I discovered her when my Spotify recommended her like a year ago.
What's your favorite song off the new album?
Ooh, Sublime is my favorite.
Sublime is my new favorite. My friend introduced it to me. Amazing song.
So good. That one is like on repeat. I can't stop listening to that one. I haven't listened to the rest of the album almost just because I keep listening to that one.
Sarah Kinsley captivated the crowd and brought each song to life on stage, and the fans were definitely pleased with her performance.
Oh my god! Incredible, I'm floored. She is such a good performer, and like the dancing, she's a free spirit, and she's gonna be big. Oh my gosh, it was the best concert I've ever been to!
We had a really fun time tonight at the Sarah Kinsley concert. Be sure to check out her album, Escaper. From TSTV, along with Lola Rodriguez, I'm Leah Wong.
And switching gears now, happy early New Year, Logan, or Jewish New Year, otherwise known as Rosh Hashanah, which starts tonight at sundown. The High Holy Day marks the beginning of the Hebrew calendar year. People celebrate by dipping apples into honey or eating challah, and on UT's campus, Hillel is hosting a communal candle lighting at 7 p.m. and a dinner for students for free with an RSVP at 8:15.
There is also a dinner at Chabad at 7 p.m. and Thursday at 8:30, along with services at both religious centers all day on Thursday and Friday. Another custom of the holiday is called Tashlich, observed on the first afternoon of the holiday, where sins are symbolically cast into a natural body of water. Hillel will be hosting a ceremony to do just that at 2:15 tomorrow, along with a bagel brunch on Friday at 1. Sounds good.
Yeah, I love bagels. When we come back, we'll be joined by our Coco Kennedy to get a preview of all things ACL fashion. Stay with us.
Welcome back, Good Morning Longhorns. As we all know, this weekend is the first weekend of Austin City Limits. There are so many artists. I cannot wait to see. Who are you guys most excited for?
Probably Chris Stapleton or Chapel Run.
Yes, hopefully Chapel Run.
Fingers crossed.
This year, I don't even know if I have a person. I'm excited. I'll say this, on a smaller part of the bill, excited to see West 22nd because that's been their goal to do ACL for what? Several years at this point.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
they're doing it pretty quickly, so excited to see them there.
And hopefully we get a little exclusive look.
Yes,
Good Morning
hopefully right off the
Longhorns.
stage.
I grew up with Logan, so.
Oh,
nice.
Awesome. Cool. Well, with ACL just around the corner, it's time to talk festival fashion. Whether you're a first-timer or a seasoned festival goer, we've got you covered with some of the outfit inspo to help you stay cool, comfy, and trendy this weekend. Let's dive in. All right, guys, so I've come up with 4 separate little, criterias of a look, and our first look is also known as the Austin uniform. Are you guys familiar?
No.
It's basically just some jean shorts, a white top, and some cowboy boots. It's really an essential Austin look if you're trying to go casual this weekend. I know I am, so I'll probably be repping this Austin uniform. What do you guys think?
Yeah, I like it. I like it. It's easy. I can replicate that. Maybe even Logan.
100%. You could. Everybody's got a white tee and some jean shorts.
I'm in need of a new outfit for this weekend, so my mom says nothing else needs to be in my closet, but I think you can never have enough.
Well,
so
perfect.
If anyone wants to take a trip to the Domain after the show, let me know.
It's always fun to rep a little pair of cowboy boots whenever you get the chance. It's not just for game days. It's also for festivals. So my second look is the micro shorts and skirts trend. This is for my girls out there that love a good little festival look. I know a lot of micro shorts have been everywhere recently, so I think incorporating them into your festival wear is such a classic look. You can wear some pattern. I've been seeing some leopard skirt, micro shorts, and some fun little plaid skirts, and just wearing them with a basic top, and even with those boots are perfect. My third section is my little men's section. I got you guys covered. I love to just go for that casual country look, which is kind of still like that jean short, oversized shirt, going for that light, breezy, comfy, casual. ACL, I feel like it's really important to stay comfy because you're out there for a long time. Logan, what do you think?
Coco will be together. I'm just going to make you, pick an outfit every day. I think that's the way to go. I think that's, if I learned anything in this, I think that's the way we should go
I'll
here.
pick them out for you. You can send me pictures. All right, and then for my last one, for when it gets a little bit cooler for our headliners at night, the oversized jacket look. This is just when you're wearing kind of like a shorter outfit with that oversized jacket that kind of goes A-line with those shorts or skirt if you're wanting to wear that micro short or skirt, and wearing that with a cute top or even like a mini dress. Gracie, what do you think about this outfit?
I like that. I like that. I just would totally lose my jacket. I'm not responsible enough to carry it around all day. But I'm wearing a little 2-piece set. 2 days, 2 different sets, so y'all will see.
Nice.
But you gave me some tips for my third outfit that I wasn't prepared for.
I love it. We're going to have a great weekend. Austin's going to
Yes.
have a great weekend, and it's been a great morning. That's all the time we have. Thanks for joining us so much here today. I'm Logan Dubol.
And I'm Gracie Kirshner. For Coco and all of us at our Good Morning Longhorns team, we'll see you back here next week. For more news all the time, you can follow us on Instagram at Good Morning Longhorns and check us out at tstv.news online. Have a great Wednesday, y'all.